Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of The Walking Dead issue 166, No Surrender. So this one's probably going to be pretty quick. I felt like content-wise it was a bit shorter than what we've had for the past, well, like months upon months upon months, because we just recently had something that was outside of the Whisperer War that was 16-panel grid, and even before that, the entire Whisperer War was 16-panel grid, so there was a lot more content shoved into each issue. And now that this issue wasn't on that, it was noticeably a little bit lighter, but still, it was a lot more exciting than I was expecting. So starting at the beginning, some of the stuff I liked. I loved that Andrea was, though she scratched or whatever, was like really determined to finish the mission, whatnot. Just because, like I said in the live reaction, I don't think we've seen enough of that in The Walking Dead, where somebody gets bit and they're like, well, I'm dying anyway, let's go do what I can and make the most out of this time I have left. That is a concept that I don't think we've seen quite enough of. Then, of course, Rick, Negan, Siddiq, Annie, Vincent, and, Rick, Negan, Siddiq, Annie, and Vincent fight their way to the Hilltop group, which, the way they did it was Rick running into Carl. I think that was a good way to do it. And I just like the fact that Carl was able to lead them in there like that. So the Saviors come in at the gate then, and they want freedom from Rick's rule, because, I don't know, I guess, to a point I'm like, well, that's kind of a dumb thing for them to want. I mean, this seems kind of beneficial for them to have this network to trade with if they need anything. But I guess from their perspective, they're getting the short end of the deal in this trading system, because of how they started off at the bottom, where everybody still has this stigma about them because of Negan. So I guess I see where they're coming from there. But either way, Dwight uses the distraction of when Sherry sees Negan in order to hit Mark and grab his gun, and then a standoff ensues. Rick calls off Dwight and then tries to reason with Sherry one-on-one. Before he takes Sherry into the gate, Dwight tells them that they can't be trusted, which I like, and I think it hints to a bit in the future where they're not going to be able to be trusted. They just aren't. They're clearly not all the way there in terms of morality. But Sherry in that conversation is just a crazy, crazy bitch. Like, holy crap, I didn't even think Sherry was that crazy. But it was a great conversation. It devolves into her attacking Rick and trying to kill him. Then Rick accidentally kills her while trying to defend himself, and Rick really let her get away with far too much there. As soon as she started trying to attack him, he should have just, like, maybe not killed her, but tried to put her down there, instead of letting it get to such a severe point that he had to kill her or die, even though the killing part was pretty accidental. Then at the end, Andrea walks in, collapses, and Rick sees that she has been scratched, bitten, whatever. Seems like a bit of a scratch, but the way she collapsed like that lets us know that, okay, maybe she is actually going to die. Maybe the fever's actually setting in. Was not expecting that, but it seems like that's a possibility here. So yeah, as a whole, I do think that this issue ended up way more exciting than I thought it would be. I really love the stuff with Rick and Sherry and the conversation and the meeting they had. Also, I was like, okay, so what if Rick gets out there now, and instead of having to fight the Saviors or tell them, I kind of killed Sherry back there, what if he comes out there and we see that Andrea's back, which means Michonne and Magna and everyone's back? What if they were able to get the drop on the Saviors, and when Rick goes out there, they already have the Saviors captured? And this is where the big moral dilemma is going to come in, of whether Rick's like, man, can I let them live anymore, or do I have to kill these guys? They tried to attack us at our gates. They sat and watched while we dealt with this horde. What do we do with them now? So I think that could be a potential issue we have. And maybe the solution to that could be Rick trusting Negan to lead them, which would be a crazy-ass turn of events, but just somewhat of a prediction. And adding a little bit more into that, I realized as well, oh crap, if they're back, that means Maggie has to be back as well. So Maggie's going to see Negan out and about doing what he's doing, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens there and to see how they're going to have to deal with that. Because like I said, maybe perhaps Rick puts Negan back in charge, and that's how they deal with them rather than slaughtering them. So it's going to be quite interesting. And yeah, like I said, the main negative of this is it felt a little bit shortish. because it wasn't 16 panels like we've been used to for the past nearly a year now. So, as a score, I would give it 7.5 unintentional kills out of 10. I think that's a pretty fair score. It was good, I definitely enjoyed it, but it wasn't like amazing or anything. And that's all I've got, actually. So, thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this issue and what you thought of my thoughts on it, what you think may be happening within the next few issues, because there's a lot of not really action-y combat stuff that we're going to have to deal with, but I think there's a lot of character stuff we're going to have to deal with, knowing that Maggie and Negan are there together again. Also, subscribe for more. Well, yeah, if you're not already, subscribe for more of The Walking Dead, both comics and TV show. The TV show will be covering Fear when it comes back week to week, and when the actual show comes back, we'll cover it week to week. Until then, there might be a discussion here and there, but nothing to really talk about all the time. Then I guess follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.